Hello everyone, welcome to the video. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we have a very interesting topic. How to buy gold, silver, or any other precious metals for only $1. Yes, this is not a scam or anything like that. So to give you a little bit of background, this question came up when I was talking to a relative of mine who is interested in investing in precious metals such as gold and silver, platinum, copper, you name it. But he does not have a lot of money to invest or to get into it. And if you look at the spot price of gold, say, or platinum, the cost of entry is really high. So that kind of sparked a conversation between us as how to get into investing in gold, silver, or precious metals who does not have a lot of money to invest in. So that's how this video came to be. So yes, in this video, I will show you how to invest in gold, silver, or precious metals for only $1.
Alright guys, so let's dive right into it. I'm here at the APMEX website. So APMEX, if you are not familiar, they are a very reputable seller and buyer of precious metals, whether it's gold, silver, platinum, palladium, you name it. They are very reputable and they've been around in business for a really long time. So we'll just use the data available on the APMEX website to kind of draw some conclusions and see where things are in the market of precious metals. You can use any other website. I'm not affiliated with APMEX in any way. I am not recommending them in any way, but just wanted to use the data that they have available for us to kind of continue this discussion. So as you can see, we are here in the APMEX website and we are looking at what we call the spot price of gold. So just like stocks and bonds and any other market really, the price of gold, silver, and any other precious metals, it goes up and down with time. So quickly, let's just take a look at where the price of gold is. So we're already looking at the gold chart over here. Let's look at the 1-year time frame. You'll see that currently the gold price is around $2,000, 1974, 60. So $1,974.60. Let's just round it up to around $2,000. So if you want to buy 1 ounce of gold, it's going to cost you around $2,000. And you will see that the price of gold 1 year ago was around $1,500. Now it's about $2,000. So there's approximately a 1/3 appreciation in price. If we look at silver price in 1-year time frame, 1 year ago it was around $18.31 per ounce. Currently it's going over $27, so close to $28. So that is also a significant appreciation in price. Let's look at platinum. We see the same trend. The appreciation is low compared to gold and silver like we saw, but 1 year ago it was $917 and currently going at $943. And looking at palladium 1-year chart, 1 year ago palladium was $1,477, close to $1,500. Now it's going at $2,291, around $2,300. So as we could see, the price of these precious metals have gone up in the past 1 year. The trend seems to be up. So as we could see, if you want to buy 1 ounce of gold, it's going to cost you around $2,000, right? And for people who are not able or not willing to spend or invest that much on precious metals, they can always go with silver, and it's currently going at $28 per ounce. Now, for those who want to invest in, say, gold, which is quite expensive in terms of price, and they don't have enough money to invest or buy $2,000 worth of gold or 1 ounce of gold, they can always go for a smaller amount, right? So here, once again, we are on the APMEX website. You could buy as little as half a gram of gold, and you would only spend $60. And there are different novelties in terms of what's printed on the gold coin or gold bullion itself. At the end of the day, it depends on your preference. So I'm just going to go with what's available here, and I'm going to consider that you don't have a particular preference, and we are mainly concerned about the precious metal itself, not the novelty price that it brings. So you can buy half a gram for around $60 here or $65. Certain prints go for $75. So you can buy gold for under $100. Yes, you can own a physical piece of gold for under $100, not a problem. And if we look at silver, you could get into silver, and I've sorted it as prices low to high, just so we could see what is realistically the cheapest price you could get into these precious metals for. So silver, you could get in for even lower at around $4.37. And it goes up from here, say $4.37, $5.76, and so on and so forth. But you can get into gold for well under $100, and you could get into silver for well under $10. That's possible. However, let's look at another scenario. So here we're looking at the most popular items people have bought. So not the lowest price you could get in on. What is it that people usually spend on gold and silver? That is what we're trying to find out here. So I've sorted it here, gold and silver, as most popular, and you'll see people usually buy in from $35 onwards. This is silver. For gold, it's around $2,000, which is the cost of about an ounce. Silver, once again, $34, and so on and so forth. So while the cheaper options are most definitely available, people tend to get into silver for around $35, and people tend to get into gold for around $2,000. Because I've sorted this page as the most popular, so we're looking at the most popular items that people have bought. So while lower priced options are available, people tend to get into silver for around $35 and in gold for around $2,000. But it doesn't stop there, because if you're going to own physical gold and silver, you have another cost. Before I tell you what that is, can you guess what it is? You might want to pause the video here and guess what is the other cost that you have to account for. If you've guessed a safe, then you're right, because those are precious metals, those are investments. So you do want to protect your investments. You don't want it to be lying around in your house or in your closet openly. So you would have to invest in a safe as well. So here I've also gone by the bestseller, right? We could see that it's one of the bestsellers at Amazon. As a matter of fact, this is the #1 bestseller. 11,321 ratings, so we know tens of thousands of people have bought it, and they're quite happy with it because we're seeing an average rating of 4.5 stars. So we can consider this as a relatively realistic option for someone who would be looking at an entry-level safe. Obviously, you could buy different sizes, as you could see. We're just gonna go with the smallest one with half cubic feet, as you can see over here. So we're just gonna go with that. And you'll see this is gonna cost you an additional $68.18, not considering shipping. So let's just say $68.18, rounding it up to $70. Now, if you're buying gold for around $2,000, $70 extra is not a big deal. But if you're buying silver for around $30, then $70 have more than tripled your cost to buy a silver coin, right? So that is a huge upfront cost. Also, let's just say this is the beginning of you investing in precious metals and you continue to do that over time. And if that's the case, then a half cubic feet of safe may not be enough for you. So you might have to get something bigger, say the 1.2 cubic feet of safe box. And that would cost you around $100, as you can see from here. So all this goes into your cost basis. All this is things that you have to pay for. It's not a bad thing, but if you are going to invest, doesn't matter if it's in gold, silver, precious metals, stocks, bonds, real estate, whatever, you have to be aware of all the costs that comes along with the investment. And this most definitely is an added cost. So, what's the alternative? You may or may not know that there are shares of gold and silver available. If I'm being more specific, there are ETFs that track the price of gold. So if we are looking at it here, we could see that the ETF that tracks gold goes by the ticker symbol GLD. And it goes for about $184.39 at the moment. Obviously, it would go up and down with time, but this is what it's going for. And with precious metals, prices don't go up and down drastically. They are known to be less volatile compared to certain stocks. So let's just say around $185. So you could buy one share of gold for around $185, and you don't have to worry about shipping. You don't have to worry about someone taking your package or losing the package while it's in transit. And you could own it at the exact price as it is at this moment, which could be hard to do with physical metals. Also, you don't have to worry in terms of safes, right? So if you're buying one share of gold of GLD, it will be in your brokerage account, so you don't have to worry about buying a safe or upgrading your safe to a bigger safe as you continue to add more gold to your position. Similarly, there's silver. So the ETF that tracks the price of silver is SLV. And currently it's going for around $25.61. Let's round it up and say around $26. Just like that, all the advantages that we've discussed with the GLD ETF applies to the SLV ETF as well. So you buy SLV and it is in your brokerage account, and you don't have to worry about a safe or shipping or getting lost or anything like that. If you move from one state to another, you don't have to worry about moving your precious metals as well because it's in your brokerage account. If you're moving from, say, New York to California, one corner of the country to another, you don't have to worry about moving this or shipping this or anything like that because it's in your brokerage account. So these are some of the advantages that you can take advantage of if you're interested in having gold or silver in your portfolio, but you don't want all the hassle or the difficulties that come along with owning physical precious metals. Also, say you're just starting off, you're a student, and you buy one share of SOV, right? $26. I mean, I remember when I was a student, I wasn't making a lot of money from my part-time jobs, but I could set aside around $26 to invest, and say you're in that position. And then you graduate from college, you get a great job, and you keep adding to your position. And say in 10, 20 years now, you've got, say, 10,000 shares of silver or SLV. Can you imagine how difficult it would be to manage 10,000 pieces of physical silver? Yes, there are alternatives. You could have it in your home, in a safe. You could have it in a safe box in a bank. But keep in mind, those safe boxes in the bank usually have a monthly cost associated with that. So it will eat into your profits or your gains. Now, it's not the end of the world. If you crunch the numbers and you see that you still come out ahead, great. But I could see a lot of you asking, hey, I get it, $25.61 isn't a lot of money. Gold, $185 is not a lot of money. But you said how to buy gold and silver for $1. Well, I'm glad you asked. If you're not familiar with the latest trends that's going on in the brokerage market, then let me tell you, these days, most major brokerages allow you to buy stocks and ETF by the slice, which means you don't have to buy one whole share of ETF or stocks. You could buy as much as you can afford, as little as $1. And I will not go into too much detail for this because I've made a separate video just discussing this. I will link that in the iCard here. So if you're interested, do check that out. And I go into a lot of detail on how you could buy and sell shares for only $1. So you could get into GLD for gold or SLV for silver for as little as $1. So if you're looking at silver, you don't have to buy one whole share of SLV for $25.61. You could invest $1 and get a fractional share, a piece of SLV or a piece of GLD. I am showing you here the page for Fidelity because that's what I primarily use. I've got other brokerage accounts as well, and I'm constantly checking out new brokerage accounts just so that I could see what's best and I could share it with you guys. But just using Fidelity as an example, here, this is their webpage where they show and discuss in detail that how to buy and sell shares of fractional shares of ETFs and stocks. And once again, do check out that video of mine where I've made and I go into a lot of detail into how to buy and sell fractional shares. So combining the knowledge that ETFs like GLD and SLV exists and the fact that now you could trade fractional shares with as little as $1, you can not only invest in precious metals like gold and silver for as little as $1, you don't have to worry about any of the negatives or the logistics or the hassles that comes with owning physical metal like gold or silver or anything like that because it's all in your ETF. You don't have to worry about a break-in in your home. You don't have to worry about moving these if you're moving homes or moving states or anything like that, or any additional cost. However you spend, whether you're spending $1 or $10,000, you don't have to worry about any additional cost. You basically pay what you're paying up front and that's it. So it kind of limits your costs. I do understand that this is not for everyone, and some people prefer to own physical gold and silver so they have their investment in their hands and they're in control of it. And hey, that's perfectly fine. In the world of investment, one size doesn't fit all. So different people have different priorities and preferences, and that's absolutely fine. So let me know in the comments below, what do you guys prefer? Would you guys prefer to own GLD or SLV and buy fractional shares of that and add money to it as you move on? Or would you like to own a physical piece of the gold and silver as we saw on the AppMex website? So guys, just a friendly reminder, I'm not a financial advisor. No information in my channel or on this video should be taken as financial advice. But if you do have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I will do my best to answer all of them.
Alright guys, so I hope you guys found this video helpful, at the very least interesting. If you like contents like this, you might want to consider subscribing to the channel, and if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys enjoy or don't enjoy. And if you guys have any suggestions for any topics that you want to see videos on, leave them in the comment section below. If I get enough responses on that, I might make a video on that. So I'll go ahead and end this video here. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.